this experiment board for our junior program. People have always been asking me questions about what sort of paper I use and things that go along. This is a Kodak photo paper, as you can see. It comes in a package like this. It's a gloss paper, as you can see over there. It comes in different sizes. I normally buy A4 and fill the whole page with circuits like this, and I just cut it out into strips and give it to the students to make their boards. This is passed through a laser printer so that the toner gets deposited onto the film or photo paper basically, and it's a reverse process. You heat the board up, heat this paper so that the toner gets taken off from the paper and onto a copper clad board. You could pick this Kodak paper off from the shelves at a supermarket for about $15 to $18. You get 20 sheets, which is pretty much a big number. Instead of the blue press and peel film that you buy, you pay around $35 for 4 sheets. So this by far I found to be the most effective way. Okay, what I have is a steel wool and copper clad board so that I can clean off the board and get any oxidation off the board. So I'm going to do this pretty fast. It just doesn't matter which way you are rubbing this, so as long as all the tarnishes and oxidation goes off. I'll just do the other end. So you can now see that the board is shiny, it's clean. I've got a clothes iron, and this may seem like a steam iron, but we're not using any part of the steam. We're trying to set the setting of this iron to the maximum, which is on the linen or cotton setting, as you can see. And we'll let it warm up, heat up. I'll grab my image now and lay it flat and position it onto the strip of copper board, and then I gradually start ironing from one end, applying a little bit of pressure all the way to the end. Be sure to go from one side so that if there's any air particles or air bubbles trapped underneath, it can come out. If there are edges that you want to pay attention to, then you just use the tip of the iron and just rub around the edges so that whatever image that you want can come out. Now the ironing should take about 45 seconds to a minute basically to get this image onto the board. There's two things that can affect the quality of the image being produced. Is basically the amount of toner that you have used to transfer. Normally I use the highest DPI value, and if your board is not clean, then it will not stick properly. And you have to be a little bit careful here. I'll just switch the iron to low setting. This board is hot, therefore that's why I need to grab a piece of I need to get the pliers and then chuck this board in the water. Okay, what is happening is basically we're cooling off the board so that we can touch and handle the board. Now after the board is cool, what I will do now is peel this layer off. Bit of pain when you have these gloves on. here we go. So I've got it on one side. I'm peeling this off. I've actually done 2 circuits at once. You will still find some bits of paper still sticking onto it. What I normally do is I'll just soak that back into the water, and you can gently rub all the paper off. See that around very close places like the IC holder place, you'll have some bits of paper that is left in there, and it will be difficult to get it out. In that case, what we do is we take an old scour pad. I'll just dip that in the water, and I'll gently rub around the place where it has some paper bits stuck onto it. Now you'll notice that while you're doing so, you'll expose some bits of track which will appear black, in some places a little bit whitish. Don't have to worry too much about it, because it's just toner there in the first layer of paper that you're scratching off. You can see my name pretty clearly coming out there, and the pickaxe labeled board, so all the letters and everything come out very nice. Check each track and pads to see if they're all intact. If not, we then use a Sharpie pen to fix those tracks that are broken. Before you use the Sharpie pen on this, make sure that the board is completely dry, otherwise the pen mark starts fading away or smudges a lot. If you look at up over here, there's some broken tracks right over there. Probably need to fix those. So overall board, if you look, these are the only places I needed to touch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Per board there's only 2 touches done by the Sharpie pen basically, so the overall result is extremely good. What we're going to do now is we will chuck this board into an etch tank which contains ferric chloride. Right, here we have our etch tank. Just take it through the controls. That's the main power button that supplies power to the entire tank. We've got these 2 buttons. This is the heater element button and the power button to the first tank here, which controls the tinning, and this is the temperature thermostat control. We've got the wash tank button over here. We have the power button to the etching tank. We've got the heater on and the edge data button over here, and again thermostat that controls the temperature. We have ferric chloride already in here mixed. So what I've done is now I've placed my board inside this net, and then that just goes through into the acid, and we'll just turn on the agitator now. Okay, you can see this is our etched board now. It's been taken out from the etching tank and dried. Just focus on one of the circuits here. I will go take this board now through the drilling process and then the cleaning up. So take a little bit of acetone and dip it into a piece of cloth. We'll just wipe all of this toner off. what we have here is a 400 grit sandpaper, wet and dry, and we'll just quickly rub this on top. And that's our PCB. There we go, that's our end product, with all tracks laid out, ready for soldering. If you're going to solder at a later stage, I would suggest putting in a protective liqueur or protective coating to minimize any tracks getting oxidized, or leave it with the paper or the toner on, and then clean it only when you're required to solder. Thanks for watching.